sell these for? This is good for me to know. Like, well, what does this go for?
We don't.
Do you want?
Thank you, appreciate
So
it.
what do you guys sell these for? This is good for me to know. Like, well, what does this go for?
We don't sell them.
This is just your own personal collection.
Yeah, I've been a WNBA fan for 10 years.
Really?
Yeah.
You're hoarders. Okay.
Yeah.
How condescending can you be? Imagine the audacity that it takes for a team representative of a dump in the WNBA to hassle fans while they're trying to get an autograph from their favorite unknown player. I mean, how else do you expect them to identify unknown WNBA players? Why are you hassling our stars by asking for their autographs? What are you selling these high-valued items for? Selling? You think lonely men wearing thongs are waiting outside of WNBA arenas to ask players for autographs so they can sell them? Who in the hell's in the market to buy autographed merchandise from the Toronto Pimples? Listen to some of these so-called stars. You tell me if you're willing to pay pesos for their autograph. Nurse Kia, Maria Condom, Kiki Rice. Who, and who? Their parents wouldn't even be willing to pay for their autographs. I don't know what it is with this league and their constant need to shit on their own fan base. The WNBA is constantly waging war with the people who have supported this toxic turd of a league for decades. Headline at Front Office Sports. WNBA season ticket holders grapple with soaring prices. This is so unfair. They are now asking for dollars instead of pesos. They are no longer accepting Ethiopian breadcrumbs as a form of payment. How am I supposed to see these elite athletes if I can't afford tickets? Initially, I thought soaring prices in the WNBA meant that ticket prices went from nothing to almost nothing. But once I looked into it, these prices for the 2027 WNBA season, these prices are outrageous. It would be outrageous if the WNBA was demanding a few $100s for season tickets. But the Washington Mythicals, they want $7,000 to $10,000 for season tickets. I just spent $7,000 on a new bed for my master bedroom. That was worth it. The bed is incredibly comfortable. It's relaxing. It will put me to sleep. But Uncle KC, the WNBA, will also put you to sleep. Yeah, but I don't want to be sleeping next to the identifiers who frequent pretend basketball games. I don't want to be sleeping next to blue-haired Claire or bearded Brenda. The Washington Mythicals, they increased their season ticket prices by 250%. And they are not the only team demanding premium pricing for a substandard product. The Phoenix Masculines, who are in a tightly contested race for last place, their prices are increasing by 60%. They're asking for almost $15,000 for season tickets. You can buy a reliable used car for $15,000. I could get season tickets for my Saints for the next 3 to 5 years for $15,000. And the WNBA thinks they're on the same level as the NFL? Not only are prices going up, the WNBA is also expanding. It was announced yesterday that next season, there will be a new dump operating in the WNBA. We are proud to announce the launch of the Cleveland Byrons, the pretend basketball team for men named Byron. The Dallas Wankers, who are struggling to sell out the movie theater they're currently playing their home games in, earlier this week, they announced that they are moving their home games next season to the American Airlines Center, the same arena that my Mavs used to play real basketball. Obviously, they used Paige Beckers to make this exciting announcement. Hey friends, it's me, Paige B. I got some great news. Next year, we will be playing in an actual arena. It's going to be so peaceful. It's going to be so quiet. You'll be able to hear a mice fart in the rafters. My guess is the Wankers will be drastically increasing their ticket prices as well. Throughout the league, ticket prices are increasing for the WNBA. The question is why? According to Natasha Cloud, a full-time communist and part-time basketball player, according to Comrade Cloud, increased demand is the reason for these drastic increases. It's supply and demand. I thought you were a communist. Supply and demand is a capitalistic principle. According to ticket reps who are actually selling the tickets, they are blaming higher prices on the drastic increase in player salaries. As you guys know, the majority of WNBA players are being vastly overpaid when compared to their market value. You gotta remember, this league was losing at minimum $10 million every year when WNBA players were making minimum wage. Now that the average pretend basketball player is making $600,000 a year, that money has to come from somewhere. Contrary to the belief of communists like Natasha Cloud, that money doesn't just magically appear through redistribution of wealth. Now, of course, WNBA players, they were outraged when their overinflated salaries were blamed for price increases for tickets. Terry Carmichael, the executive director of the WNBA Players Union, she demanded that the league and those evil billionaire team owners, she demanded that they keep ticket prices affordable. Why are we trying to make money? We should not be putting profit over people. Lower these ticket prices so everyone can enjoy our unwatchable product. Pretend basketball is for everyone. To be honest with you, it's probably a combination of everything I just mentioned that is driving ticket prices up in the WNBA, or as current season ticket holders would describe it, unaffordable. But I'm wondering if there's another reason for these drastic increases. I'm wondering if there is a hidden reason behind these 250% price increases. Over the last couple of years, the WWE, which is a similar product to the WNBA since, they're both make-believe, over the last couple of years, the WWE has significantly increased their ticket prices. When Vince McMahon owned the company, he made it a point to keep prices affordable. You could get in the door for $25, $30. You could sit ringside for most WWE events for a few $100s. But over the last couple of years, the WWE has changed their pricing model. Nosebleed seats are selling for $1,000. Ringside seats are selling for 5 figures. Naturally, this pissed off their hardcore fan base. Grown men who pick boogers for a living. Grown men who buy farts in a jar from their favorite OnlyFans creator. These grown men are mad because they have been priced out of the world of make-believe. And I think that is exactly the point. For decades, the WWE struggled to attract corporate advertisers, mainstream advertisers. Major brands, they were hesitant to be associated with simulated combat because of the audience it attracted. When you are selling tickets for $25, just about anyone can afford it. But when you're selling tickets for $2,500, you are sending a clear message to the market. You're sending a message that you're a premium product with a premium audience. From an advertising perspective, you're telling brands that your audience has money, disposable income. I'm wondering if the WNBA is implementing the same strategy. For decades, the WNBA has attracted a certain type of audience. The dorks from high school who graduated 20 years ago and still live with their parents. 50-year-old women who are dyeing their hair purple. 40-year-old men who are wearing wedding dresses to WNBA games. This audience has supported the WNBA for decades, but it's not really a desirable audience. It's damn sure not a mainstream audience. You see, Caitlin Clark fans of Sophie Cunningham, parents in Phoenix who want to take their young daughters to see the masculines play. They don't want to go to a WNBA game and have to explain to their daughter why the dude in front of them is wearing a bikini. Fans of Caitlin Clark, they don't want to wear a helmet to WNBA games to protect themselves from flying turds. They don't want to explain to their kids why people are pledging allegiance to the rainbow flag. So, how do you shift the demographics? How do you transform the live audience in the arena? You make ticket prices unaffordable. You ask premium prices for tickets to attract a premium audience. More importantly, the premium pricing, it eliminates the so-called undesirables. Now, is this what the WNBA is doing? I don't know. Obviously, they would never admit to this publicly. And look, increased demand, the significant increase in player salaries, that definitely has an impact on ticket prices. You can't expect to pay pesos for tickets when WNBA players are now making dollars. But at the same time, I'm wondering if the WNBA is trying to shift their audience demographics. Like I told you guys before, this league, for the past couple of years, they have been serving two masters. They have their hardcore fan base, the people who have supported this toxic turd for decades. Thanks to Caitlin Clark, the WNBA now has a more mainstream audience. With the drastic increase in prices, maybe the WNBA is subtly choosing which audience they are going to serve. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.